Hey you guys, a secret message on the beach. Can you believe it? Let's see what it says. Hey, Vern Travels. Wow, that must be a message for me. Wow, hey Vern Travels.
Hey, Vern.
Hey!
Look at this beach, you guys. If we all met at beaches like this and could sit and have a meal, I think the world would be a better place. Look at this beach, you guys. Unreal. Just unreal. Just incredible. Nobody here. Not a soul. Look at that. Look at that, you guys. Wow. Cool, you guys. All right, let's go over and check out this building over here. How'd you like this beach all to yourself, you guys? That'd be all right? All to yourself. So this would be a good place to see little sea creatures in here. I'm sure if the high tide comes in, this would fill up pretty good. Oops, a little slippery. Very clean water here though. Very, very clean. Maybe we can make our way up here. All right. A little harder to do with a gimbal in your hand. Wow. What was this all about? Was this like communist era? What on earth was this? I better watch the waves coming in. It's gonna get splashed here. Huh. How do you get in the thing? Oh, the opening's closed. Or is it closed? I got a feeling somebody's living in there. Somebody's living in there. I won't try to go in it, but okay. Yeah, I'd live in there too. You know it. It's like a little Robinson Crusoe hangout. Look at this coming in here. Wow. Look at that. Whoa, here it comes. Wow. That's really intense. What a great idea how they built off of this rock as their platform. Then they use steel beams to come across to support. And they use these rocks also. It's not the fanciest construction, but I like how they went off the rock here. That's really smart. And they're high enough out of the waves that at the worst they're just going to get splashed. But the thing is, you look at these steel beams, they're going to rust eventually. So whatever's closest to the water you want as thick as possible. And see, the steel tube here is all rusted out. You don't want to use thin wall tube. Probably use concrete going up if you can. Look at that. Wow, huh? Yeah, I think somebody homeless might be living in that little building. With the blanket kind of covering that little opening to get in. There really isn't any easy way to get up there to poke my head in there to see what it is, but that's kind of my guess anyway. So, in any event, I'll just let them be. Alright guys, I could sit here all day, and now we've got a monastery to see, and then we're going to head on over to Mirror Beach. So that's where we're going now. Alright, so we're going up. Back up the hill. Alright, so there's some rocks in the driveway. I have a feeling that's to keep people from going up this road. Might not be in the best of shape. And how do I know that? Because this rock here is dead center in the middle here. There's a guy in a car at the beginning of the road. So yeah, they don't want any traffic up this road, it looks like. Oh yeah. There's little stairs right here. I was thinking it was farther in, but maybe this is the back side of it. Let's walk up here and find out. Now I was trying to find information on this site before I come up here, but I was in such a hurry. I'll have to add it later. Look at that old wall there. Almost all rock too. You can see it had a plaster on the outside at once, see it? So that just may have been a building on the grounds here. I'm not sure that that was the building, but we'll go in farther and find out. Look at all the ruins up on the hill here. You get to the back side of this one. There's some bricks there. So it looks like a wall outside of a wall, like a two-layer deal, and then some kind of a facing on the outside. Hard to say how old that is. Really hard to say. Let's see if this goes up or if I need to go up the road still. This looks like it was some kind of a back way. The path less traveled. Yeah. Looks like a lot of work to get up through there. So we'll go back up the road. I'll show you where I am here. Look at that view, you guys. Now this is the lake over here. I want to say it's Lake Butrint. I'll edit that later if I'm wrong. Beautiful, just beautiful. I made that last video. I mentioned I hadn't seen any clean streams or oceans in the US. Oh, I take that back. There are some clean streams. There's some in Oregon, some in Washington. But you know, most of the streams that you look at, they're still not as crystal clear as what you can find here. I mean, these streams are so clear, I can't even express to you how pure they are. It's insane. It's like they're all spring fed. I don't know what it is, but that and or maybe the foundations alongside the rivers haven't been disturbed for a long, long time, and that helps against siltation and the other things that blow out our rivers. But our rivers, I can tell you, growing up in the Midwest, even fishing a lot of the lakes, I hadn't seen too many very clear lakes. Out of 10,000 lakes, yeah, there are a few, but almost every river I've seen here is amazing. And I haven't been that impressed with waterways and water bodies ever in my life. And that says a lot because I've spent a lot of time around the waters. Yeah, I like to go fishing when I can. It's one thing I haven't done in quite a while, actually. But I grew up fishing. I grew up going down to the rivers and down to the lakes and throwing a pole in. And when I got old enough, I had different boats, and I used to hang out on the water, go up and down the rivers. And here, it's so different. It's just so different. You have to experience it. I just can't express how different it is. It's almost like you get to see an unadulterated water body, and you can't even believe it. It's just almost not even believable. That's about the best way I can describe it. Look at that old olive tree, you guys. They split it in two. I think olive trees must have to have maybe a male and a female to pollinate, because I always see them in two different sections divided in the middle. Care to take a guess how old that is? I have no idea, but that looks really, really old, you guys. Very cool. All right, so we're up on the ridge now looking down to where we just were. See how incredibly beautiful that is. How do you describe that to somebody, right? It's pretty darn hard. So I don't know if this is a total working monastery. I've read some different reports that people have been here and it's been closed, but there's a guy down at the gate down there, so not sure what to expect. Really have no idea. I don't even know the age of this. Was this somebody's tomb? Or was this like a really low bus shelter? You sat in there waiting for your bus. Boy, that's really unusual. It's only about 4 foot high. Let's say it was probably a tomb they opened up. I'm sure there's a few more of those around here. Yeah. Now I'm looking for tombs. I'm looking at these rock wall faces going, is there one there? Is there one there? A bunch of little trails up in here too. The animal trails or little hiking trails. I see what looks to be an ancient olive tree up ahead. That'll be pretty cool to see. This road is blown out. Yeah, I can see why they don't want you up here with a car in this road. Unless you got a 4-wheel drive. You're gonna have a lot of problems. Look at that. Great old tree. You know, fruit trees tend to grow really slow. I'm not sure if an olive tree is considered a fruit tree, but I have a feeling it grows pretty slow also. And they keep trimming it back so that it doesn't turn into a full-blown, really tall tree. All right, so it winds around. We're gonna just poke over here first. See what this looks like. Hopefully the audio is still okay. It's kind of my biggest concern when the wind is out. That's why I bought these lapel microphones. Hopefully it's going to work okay. And I'll feel like the money was justified. Look at that. That's beautiful. Wow. It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. Albania, you guys. I'm so amazed at so many places, and it just seems to not end. All right, so there's a trail here, but the main trailhead goes up, and that's where we need to go. So somebody mentioned about taking a scooter. You're not getting a scooter up this hill. Forget it. Get an off-road bike, but they're probably not going to let you on here. This road is shot. You're gonna have to walk in, park at the beginning and walk in. So that's Saranda Bay in the distance that we keep seeing. Just amazing here, you guys. I'd love to be in the ocean on a boat doing a little fishing. How about you? All right, I see it now. It's up the hill. It's a steep walk. Not super long though. It'll get you breathing hard though. Trust me on that. They got their own power up here. So that's good. You can watch their televisions here. Power up whatever they need to power up. Maybe they build things. Sometimes at these gatherings they build things to sell to the communities. But I don't know if this is like a current live-in site. Looks like they had animals here. Maybe they had a dairy at one point. The door's closed, so it might be closed also. Let's poke around back here first. See if they buried people back here or what went on. It's kind of interesting. If that's a tomb or a shrine. Is that a monk's shoe? I don't know. They wear shoes? Must be a monk around with one shoe then. If I find him, I'll tell him I saw his shoe. There's some big stones. Oh, there was something up here. Something went on up here at one point. The size of these stones. Now, are monks masons also? Did they build their monasteries? I don't know much about monks. Oh, look at Mirror Beach from here. This is incredible, you guys. Look at this. That's where we're going next. Look at that. Wow. Stunning. I told you guys, Albania, it's where it's at. That's Corfu in the distance. That's what that is, Corfu. All right, so I always got to know what's hiding in the weeds. It always fascinates me just as much as the main buildings. Being there were those big blocks there. What else did they have here at one point? They have a house right down by the border of this cliff overlooking Mirror Beach. I would tell the monks, you know, I'm just going to put my house down here. You guys can live up there. I'll just put a little lean-to up over here. I got a little trail. This could be their thinking trail. Gosh, it looks pretty down there. Man, it's too bad the waves are so strong. It's blowing the beach out a little bit. But it was perfectly clear if the wind hadn't been blowing so hard. This might go down to the beach from here, actually. And that's what we're going to investigate on the way back. So is the gate closed because people live here and it's private? Or is the gate closed because nobody's here and it's just kind of a storage unit? Hopefully we can figure that out. If I drone here, will they get upset? So if you want a drone, best thing to do is put your drone up right away. That way if somebody gets mad, you at least got a little bit of footage. All right, so the lock is on the outside. And if there are people are inside, they're not gonna be able to lock the lock on the outside. So I'm gonna say nobody's here, which is good for me for droning. Look at the old stairs here. Wow. Interesting artwork on the doors too. So what did that scene depict? What was he killing there? What was that? That winged beast thing. Is that a dog? What is that, you guys? Is that a date by the cross? And the other symbols, what do they symbolize? This sun and this disc. And this looks like kind of a 13th century cross. That's my guess. All right, so they got a couple little openings. So that opening faced the gate, so you could look out and see who was at your gate. Oh, nice views up here though too. So we're gonna walk around this guy and see what this place is all about. Looks to be incredible view though up here too. So what is behind this thing? Is there a cemetery? What is behind here? And then again, you have to think they needed water, right? So there has to be a water source up here somewhere. I mean, they've got electricity now, so they could have running water up here, but what did they have before, right? It's an all rock wall. I don't see any bricks in there at all. And the walls held up pretty good. So that either they've maintained it. Oh, that's interesting back here. Huh. Very interesting little area. Got a little path here. Let's see what's down here. Is this like their trash bin of stones? If you don't need the stones, just chuck them over the wall. Oh, we don't need this one. Throw it over the wall. Get rid of it. Now, I heard that there are snakes in Albania. There are a couple bad snakes, but I don't know where they're at exactly. I did read kind of where they were, but I didn't pinpoint it to a location that I recognized. Well, that looks like it for this little trail here. Kind of stops abruptly. Let's see, does this go around or is it going to be really hard to get around? I'm going to poke here just a little bit and see. Yeah, I just don't know. There's a better shot of the lake. Look at that, you guys. How would you like to see that view every day? How could that go wrong, huh? All right, maybe I'll try to poke through here just slowly and see what happens. You can see a path there, so yeah, I think we're going to be okay. It's just been overgrown for a very long time. Okay. On the trail again, good. A lot of loose rocks, so be careful. So they look to have their own tank here. Is that water? Is that diesel fuel? Oh yeah, here's the back gate. Look at the little Alice in Wonderland exit they got. It's only, 5 foot high. It's got a little door handle. Very crazy. Alright, they've got a little shrine thing here, whatever that is. So is this a water tank? Let's say that could be drinking water. Look at this backside view. Unbelievable. Look at that. Look at that little community on the mountainside there. With a view of Lake Butrint right in front of them. Look at that. You can see all of the little cages there for the freshwater mussels. Well, I think they're like a brackish water. Well, it could be a freshwater. That or a brackish water or both. I'm not really sure. I don't really have that option. Well, at least maybe the monks play basketball, you guys. So if you get a chance, take them up. Say, hey, let's play some hoop. Let's play some hoop. I only want hoop here, so you have to play hoop. You can't play hoops. You have to play them one-on-one, I think. Little monk game on one-on-one basketball. That'd be kind of funny. I would pay to see that. These guys are probably good too. They probably practice a lot. All right, so we're gonna poke down here, pop up a drone, go to this amazing beach down here. That's what we're doing now. Just want to get a wide shot of this place. St Georges Monastery, just past Saranda on the way to Samil. All right, what to say? It's just so stunning here. It's so beautiful. You know, there was a time when I was a little upset of coming here, and now I see this amazing area, this mirror beach here, even blown out with the wind. It's just stunning. The colors, the location. There's no people here. It's unbelievable. It's like my favorite place now. If I have a favorite beach in Albania, this is it right here. Just unbelievable. And so I'm going to head up north in the next couple days, and I might even find more areas that still blow me away. It wouldn't surprise me because Albania is probably one of the most amazing countries for scenery that I've ever seen in such a small area. It just changes. It's just such a blessing. It's just stunning. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a taste of this beach for a little bit, and then we're going to walk down to it. How do you beat the color of that ocean? It's just unbelievable. It must all be white sand underneath that water there. Just unreal. Just unreal. All right, so we're gonna walk down here a little bit and see what we can find. So this is just behind the monastery, St Georges Monastery. And there's a little winding path. You just follow it and it keeps going down. Looks like it used to be a road at one point, but the road's pretty much starting to wear away. Not something you really want to try to take a normal car down. I'll just show you what I see. It just seems to get really wooded. So we'll go back the other way. So, you know, I fretted having to leave the Philippines almost for over 2 years. I just didn't know what to expect and what was going to happen. And then COVID hit, and then I really got worried, and then to be locked out. And now when I look back and I start to think that things could start to open soon, I look at how much of a real blessing this was to come here, to get back into shape, to connect more to the outdoors. It really gave me my life back in a lot of sense. So it was more blessing than I could imagine. So I'm real grateful that I came here and I could share this with you guys. And I hope that you can come here and share this with the people that you love too. And they can experience this amazing blessing here that is Albania. Really is wonderful. Just wonderful. So that was dug out. Look, that was probably a home site at one time. See that? Sure. Sure it was. You know it. With that view? Right on. Alright, so we're going back up. So right on the edge of this cliff face here. I want to get down to there. Not sure how to do it just yet. Alright, so it looks like we're heading back to the main trail. This just went to the point. It's not going to take us over to the bottom. So do a little backtracking uphill. And then we'll head down. Looks to be the goat train coming. The goat herder in the back. Hello? Alright, so we're on the path now, heading back up. Alright, so this is where we were and we couldn't go down right through there. So we had to backtrack and then go back up to go down. Just making our way around. So this path should connect to that path to the right, and that's where we're going to go down. That's our goal. That looks to be some kind of a tourist area down there. See that with the flag? Must be like showers and bathrooms for that beach, I'm guessing. Or a government building, hard to say. In any event, we're going to find out. Alright, so I see how the path connects around now. Just right up here. So that guy seemed kind of shy. I didn't want to press him, so I just let him do his thing. Now, it's getting windy now, so hopefully this lapel microphone's helping. I really don't know. Try to move it around here so it's not too muffled. Any event, this road looks a little worse for wear, but it's better than walking a mud path, right? You know the rock's been there a while when a little tree's growing through it, right? That's amazing. Right through the center of that dude. So this is their warning here. Stones in front of the road. Don't drive down this road. Alright, so we're halfway there. I'm going to give you a little bit of a shot. Really windy here today. Feels like it's about 15-20 mile an hour gusts. That stormy sea coming in kinda with the wind. It feels like a storm. Looks like this little government building or whatever it is closed here. Got a little gate closed there, so look at this scene. Look at this scene. Wow. Very spectacular. Unreal. You can feel the spray, you guys. It's really something. There goes my hat. That's how windy it is here. I'm not sure if I can find a way to safely get down here yet. I'm kind of looking, and I don't see an easy way to get down. I may try to go up there and kind of look around, but a lot of loose rock. It's kind of steep, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get down to this beach. Well, I guess this looks like the way down here. Let's try this. All right, so we got down that stage. Maybe this one won't be so bad. Got to be extra careful. Extra careful here. If you get hurt out here, nobody to take you up and out, so. Yeah, it looks like the way down this way right here. Look at that, you guys. Wow. Remember, never turn your back on the sea. One big wave and I'm flying up this hill. Wow. Wow. Oh, look at this one. Oh my gosh. Look at these rollers. Holy cow. I'm getting up for that one. Wow.